Welcome Tactical Black React Defense Systems family, Chief Instructor Jay Ackerman. It is Virtual Fight Monday. We're going to put together another really great interactive video. We're going to use Head Instructor Josh and Head Instructor Tony to put it together. There's going to be a 2-minute beginner round, so if you've had any experience in our Fight Basics classes, or if you've not had any experience, because we're going to break it down, you'll be able to keep up with that. Then we're going to do a 3-minute advanced round, and then there's going to be a bonus round, 2 minutes to fight with both of them. There's so much stuff to learn out of this, so whether you're an expert or beginner, again, take your time with it, review all the techniques, and you should learn a lot from this video. Okay, so for those of you who have not had a chance to spend a lot of time in our Fight Basics or beginners, and even if you're an expert, it's always a good review to go over defending kicks. Now, I've always taught my fighters to have great fundamentals. Notice these guys, their hands are not covering their eyes, they're right about their cheekbones, a little bit away from their face. And the idea is zone defense. The least amount of movement, the better, so you don't have big flicky movements with your hands that leave yourself open for the attacks. So we'll start out, Josh, give Tony just a basic back leg kick to the body. Okay. Can you explain what you're doing there, Tony?
So I'm attacking the kick. The power's at the very end of it. So if I can step in, the idea would be to take his head off while he's on one leg and he's off balance. The goal would be to counter. But my elbows are in like this. Jay mentioned it, zone defense. I don't want to reach out for kicks or get extended and long like this or drop my hands. That's how Josh really uses that kick at its range and its distance. I want to step in and keep my elbows down like this and actually use my elbows if he is kicking me to the body to attack his kick here. And as I move in, I shorten up the kick, he's off balance, and then again, we go E2, step in and counter.
Let's do it slow. I want them to understand you're not using the bones. That's how you break your arms. It's the soft tissue of your forearm to get to the kick.
Very important. So you can see I'm not turning this out where my pinkies are going towards the kick. That's this blade, this bone Jay was talking about here. I'm using the meaty part of my arms here. So it's the outside of this arm, the inside of this one, the meaty part, and as he kicks, I'm rotating out and I'm going out and actually attacking the kick before it develops all that power.
Okay, so let's do one slow with a counter. So when you're practicing this, especially on the beginner 2-minute round, see if you can't get the timing of it where you start to throw counters to it. That's when you really know that you're learning how to fight, because defending is not fighting, offense is fighting. Okay, maybe from the other side on the lead leg here. Now in the very beginning when you do this, you might not be able to get the timing to step. That's an advanced movement. So if you just get the kick and rotate to defend it. Okay. Now you can turn in. Tony, you turned in on that time, so explain what you're doing when you're turning in.
So I'm rotating towards the kick, not with my head. Here, I'm not looking at the kick with my face. I keep my eyes on the kick, but I want my shoulders up and my chin down here. So big difference in attacking the kick like this, where I'm compacted, or opening up and attacking the kick where I'm actually looking at it, or turning my body where I leave myself bladed off. Thomas, Jay?
No, and you could get, nobody's perfect, and somebody can have a very fast kick, and you want to step and catch it where you're just building that wall where the hand comes up, just like that, and it's basically taking it against the shoulder or the inside of his forearm, better than taking it to the ribs. So it's practice, and the tape should be slow enough, the round should be slow enough where you can develop these techniques. Okay, so we're going to talk about head kicks, which we're not really big on telling people to kick to the head because it's real easy to see. People are off balance, and I know there's martial arts that use this. We're more linear, we're more kick the head if it's down and we have to kick it. But in this instance, we'll tell you what we're doing here. And we also want to talk about, explain where your center line now is going a little bit differently than just boxing, because we've got legs involved now.
So when it comes to defending the kicks, I want to see, using my peripheral vision, the 4 quadrants. His punches are coming, his kicks are coming. They can not only come around but linear as well. So if we're just throwing hands, my eyes would be about here where it says
Drop your hands a little bit, Josh, so we can see.
Where it says tactical here. When we're throwing kicks, leg kicks, body kicks, and head kicks, my eyes are just a little bit lower. That way I can pick up his hips and his rotation of his legs if he does
So
decide
point out the shoulders and the quadrants for this. So you got the two shoulders and then the two hips.
So punches coming from here, both sides here, and both sides here. So if I'm looking up here, staring at his hands, or I keep my eyes up too high, it's hard to pick up what's coming down low, if not impossible. So I want to make sure I bury my eyes here. That being said, I keep my chin down in the same spot. So when I fight, sometimes I don't even see his head. My eyes are so buried right here, center line. That way I can detect what's coming at me.
Okay. All right, so Josh, why don't you throw some back leg head kicks? Now, really, explain what you're doing. It's really the same thing. Again, you want to have really big hand movement, because if Tony really moves his hands up high when the kick comes up high, Josh could easily change that kick to a body kick. So that's why we want just small movements, 1-2 inch movements, same rotation though. He's trying to move in, and if he moves in well enough into Josh's up to his knee there, he's going to have Josh off balance, which is perfect, because Josh won't be able to recover fast enough for the counters. That's the ultimate goal, is to get that vision where you can see that kick coming and be able to step in and counter real quickly. Nice. Okay, we're going to talk about one more kick. It's a linear straight kick. We added a 2-minute bonus round so you guys can fight 2 minutes with Tony and Josh and hone your skills, two of the best fighters. So go ahead, Tony, give him a kick. Break down what you're doing there, Josh.
So I want to watch for mirror image. If I'm seeing him kick on this side, I'm using the same side arm. It's the closest in the fight in order to get there to make a good defense. And all I'm doing is make a simple rotation of my upper body. That rotation is going to deflect his kick, and it's going to load me up to actually throw counter punches or kicks or whatever I want to throw at the same time. So I time it as it comes through the center. I'm making this rotation, and that loads me up to throw different counter punches and kicks towards it. One more time.
Okay, fundamentals, what's really important, nothing has changed. Josh's elbows are down and in, elbows pointing towards the ground. I always talk about this. Chin down, eyes up, elbows to the ground. Those are always the cue, because we want Josh's elbows in, not really just for kicks, more concerned about sharp objects like knife attacks. That's the biggest concern here. So when you've trained like this, not necessarily big A-framing, because that opens up the elbows outward like that. That's an exaggerated A-frame, but I always talk about elbows more like a V-frame, keeping your elbows in as close as you can to your body. That makes your punches more linear, and that makes it really easier to defend these kind of straight attacks that come at you like that, and that's the same exact defense we make for knife straight attack. All right, so before we start, here's how this is going to work. Josh is going to do a 30-second round of kicking the bag and punching the bag. And then we're going to do a 30-second round of virtual self-defense. So we're going to have punching, and we're going to have kick defenses to the body and to the head. Ready, Josh?
Yep.
4, 2, 3. 3 and a left hook, right straight. 3 hooks. 1, 2. Left body, left hook. 4, 1, 3. Right uppercut, left hook. Right straight, left hook. Time. Two and a right straight. 3, 4 and a right elbow. 1, 3 hooks. Right uppercut, left hook. Right straight, left hook. Left hook, right straight. 4 and a right straight, left hook. One on the left hook. One on the left hook, right straight. Left body, right straight. Left body, right straight. 4. 4. 2. 2 on the right elbow. 3. 3 hooks. 2 knees or 2 kicks. 1. 1. Four. Right uppercut, left hook. Left hook, right straight. Right straight, left hook. 2. 2 in a right straight. 2 in a right straight, left hook. 3 hooks. 1. 1. 4. 2. 4. Liver shot, right straight. Liver shot, right straight. Right straight, liver shot. 2. 3. Right uppercut, left hook. Left hook, right straight. 1. 1 on the left hook. 4. 2. 2 on the right elbow. 3. 3 in the right elbow. All right, great job, Josh. We have been practicing our distancing. We know that we've quarantined and we're good to be together. It's been months, and so we're here to say that we're cautiously optimistic that we will get to open up here within hopefully the next week or so. As we speak, it's the last week of April. I know there's decisions that are going to have to be made by the governor, but I can assure you that no matter what decisions are made, whatever the first phase of this that is ordered, we are going to follow it to the letter, to the T, to the I dotted. If the social distancing is how we'll have to come back in, then that's how we're going to come back in. I know that all of our current students, you understand, we will be able to teach self-defense. We're working on it. These two guys that you see here are the best in the world. And not just these guys, all of our instructors, all of Michael's staff, all of Tony's staff, all of our staff. So we will be able to continue to teach and do self-defense, even if it's at a distance. But we are going to continue with the online videos. They're just going to be proprietary. So you'll have to be a member or have to subscribe for obvious reasons. There are techniques, it's our system. But we have the best instructors in the world teaching it. These two guys right here, all of Tony's staff in Glendale, all of Michael Bowles' staff in Chandler, and our staff here. They're all going to continue with the best self-defense training in the world. We will also be able to continue on with our advanced and our LE training. Off-duty guys will still be able to come in here and do their gun retentions and all the stuff that keeps them alive. We'll just have to assimilate it in a different way, but they'll still be able to get the techniques. That's our guarantee. Also, our guarantee is, and we've been doing it, this is nothing new, we have always used hospital-grade cleaning fluids here when we clean our place, when we clean our mats, when we clean our pads, everything that we scrub down in here, anything that anybody touches. We've been doing this for 22 years. This is really nothing different for us, but for those of you who are new coming in, you need to know that. We will follow every single rule. Of course, we can't help as it's been put greatly by a lot of people, the knuckleheads out there that are not going to follow the rules and do what they want to do out of their garages and the parks, at their places. That's just not going to happen here. We're a professional place.
Yeah, we want to be safe. We want to be as safe as possible with you guys and make sure that when we do open back up,
that's the most important thing. So, I know all of you who are members now understand that and are fully on board. Once again, we can't thank you enough. All of the first responders that have checked in with us and seeing if we're okay. I mean, just cannot say how much we appreciate you guys that are out there fighting this. We're in here just trying to stay safe and trying to maintain what we're doing here, but you guys are on the front lines, and you've been so kind with your personal messages that you have sent us and your best wishes. And of course, I know all of you understand that. It's very difficult times, but we know that we are going to do even better work. The cream always rises. Character is not when things are going good. Character comes out when things are tough. And so many of you have shown such great character, including these great guys here and all of our staff. Okay, Josh, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, we've been having a ton of fun making these videos for the last 8 weeks for you guys, and we've been working hard behind the scenes, answering phone calls, emails, writing classes out. I know we're going to be opening up soon, and we're really excited about that. But we've been a family business for the last 20 plus years here, and I know the training that we do and the way we teach attracts so much law enforcement and military groups and first responder groups. There's a reason that they come here, and our reputation speaks for itself. I mean, with our expertise in the hand-to-hand self-defense that we do. And I know you guys have been sharing these videos, doing the workouts, sharing them with friends that are not members as well. And we would certainly appreciate, as a support for our family business, if you guys can call, pre-register, and get signed up with us. Like I said, we do anticipate, opening up soon, and it would help us out so much as a family business, and we appreciate it.
Cautiously optimistic is the word, but the stats that you were telling me today, in particular, looks like, again, we're going in the right direction.
Certainly hope so.
And that's all we can do, this warm weather and other things that are going on. Again, a shout out to Pete, our chief of police, who's been checking in with us. Eddie's been checking in with us. Jake's great letter that he wrote and allowed us to post. All of our docs, the Zacs, who have been giving us great information. Our people on the lines, our medical doctors, our nurses, our EMTs, you name it. Again, you guys are golden. We're going to take care of you. Come back in. and certainly John Holmberg for your generosity and everything that you've done for us. Tony asked me to say hi to you the other day. You know, I know you love Tony. I know you said you miss his smells. That creeped him out a little bit.
Creepy, John.
But you know, he loves you too.
I get it.
And in all seriousness, John, you know, you hit it on the head when we talk, and we talk almost every day. And you know, you talk about teamwork, and that is exactly what this is all about. This is teamwork for everybody. You know the involvement at this place. And thank you, buddy, for everything that you have done for us. Really appreciate it. How about you?
Yeah, these guys said it. Really appreciate all of our first responders, and obviously we offer discounts, you know, to those first responders that come in and get signed up. And looking forward myself to getting back in action. And appreciate everybody for watching, specifically to our Glendale members. Appreciate you guys for watching, and looking forward to getting Glendale opened up, as well as you know, all the schools. And you know, thanks for watching. Continue to spread the word about what we do, and look forward to putting out some more videos.